Woodlands. FACT also has a shared ride program that schedules you to go to places like the doctor's office or the grocery store.
Well, the grandkids will be at our house when school's canceled.
FACT lets anyone ride the fixed route bus, and children under 12 accompanied by an adult ride for free, as do us seniors age 65 and up.
Wow, FACT might be the right answer for us this winter. Do you have their number?
Yes, it's 724-628-RIDE or factbus.com.
It's a fact. We're Fayette County Public Transit.
Mountaintop Title and Notary can handle all of your motor vehicle and PennDOT needs, such as titles, plates, renewal, registrations, and all notary needs. Tina Nicholson of Mountaintop Title and Notary can also handle ATV and boat titles and also does income taxes. Hours are Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 4:30, and appointments can be made for after hours and Saturdays. Mountaintop Title and Notary with a new location at 655 Nelson Road in Farmington, the only place you need to go for all title, notary, and tax work. Call Tina at 724-984-1514 for the most professional services around.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
It's time for another C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night. Coverage of high school basketball here on WMBS, Facebook Live, and on the Triple Live High School Sports Network, being brought to you by WVU Medicine, Uniontown Hospital. Sandy Howe Notary Services, big enough to serve you, small enough to know your name. The Sprouse Insurance Group, the Radcliffe Law Firm, the Roosters Roost, Armstrong, Fayette Area Coordinated Transportation, Autoland Hyundai, Cherokee Recycling, Coldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty, Freaky Fast, Freaky Good, Jimmy John's in Uniontown, Attorney Melinda Delarose, George Dental Associates, NovaCare Rehabilitation, Russ Bleho, your local Allstate insurance agent, Ted Silva and Son Auto and Fender Repair, Shop and Save, Walnut Hill in Uniontown, Ford of Uniontown, Northwestern Mutual agent John Ritchie, Potter Sports Bar and Grill, Uniontown Detailing, Magisterial District Judge Daniel Shimshock, the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood, the Somerset Trust Company, Attorney Vincent T-Berry, Fayette County Recorder of Deeds John Marietta, the Simply Sweet Boutique, Perkins Painting, M&R Transit, Mama Ruka's Pizza Shop in Uniontown, the Centers for Rehab Services and physical therapist Jim Burns, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, the C. Harper Auto Group, Casey Sports Cafe, First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, Rose Motors in Masontown, Jackson Farms Dairy Store, Attorney Lisa J. Boudet, Peachin's Pharmacy in Connellsville, SWGI in Uniontown, Thurby's Riverside Ford, State Farm Agent Lauren Yeoman, Lee's Plumbing and Excavating, Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer, and by Joby's Golf. Now stay tuned for the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show here on WMBS, Facebook Live, and on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
From Laurel Highlands High School, it's time for high school boys basketball action here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live. Tonight, the Laurel Highlands Mustangs 19-0 overall, 9-0 out of Section 1 and 5A, host the Connellsville Falcons. The Falcons sitting at 3-18 overall, 1-8 in conference play. Jelon Miller in his first year as the head coach of the Falcons. Rick Hager in his 17th year as the head coach of the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Brian Morozak along with Steve Super, Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. Our pregame show being brought to you by the Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes. They will get you ready for the game. They're located at 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-9812 for the Sprouse Insurance Group. Our live video stream tonight courtesy of Ted Silva and Son, Body and Fender Repair, and Mama Ruka's Pizza Shop in Uniontown. And Steve, it's also senior night. 7 Mustang seniors will be honored before the start of the game, including Joe Chambers, Nico Johns, Jaden Pratt, A.J. Sumter, Malachi Wallace, Tajai Hooper, and DeMonte Kiss.
Well, senior night should be a good night for them. They should get a lot of minutes. Should be a fairly non-competitive game, I would think. The Mustangs are prohibitive favorites tonight. They gave Connellsville a whooping down there in Connellsville. And
75-21.
Yeah, 75-21. Was it 42-9 at halftime or something like that? It wasn't a very competitive contest, and I really think the Mustangs playing on all cylinders. They want to just kind of get a good little workout in, get a little sweat, and get ready for Monday night. Big showdown against the Red Raiders. But so it should be a good game for Coach Hogger to get some of his seniors some heavy action and get these kids, a chance to play in front of a big crowd tonight. It'll be a lot of fun for them.
And it's been a struggle for Connellsville, as you said, this year, Steve. After a conference win over Ringgold, the Falcons have lost 11 straight, and they've been outscored by an average of 64-35 during that stretch. They had a couple of players leave the team, including their leading scorer, Josh Marietta. So we'll definitely be up against it tonight.
They sure are. It's going to be tough, but, hey, Connellsville's kind of rebuilding. Hopefully they'll learn a little bit tonight, get some, get better over the offseason and be a little more competitive next year. It's been a tough year for them, but the Mustangs got their sights set pretty high for this year, and a lot of big things coming up, and this is just kind of a nice little tune-up for them for Monday night and for the playoffs.
We'll talk to Laurel Highlands head coach Rick Hogger and also current Connellsville principal and the Laurel Highlands all-time basketball leading scorer Nick Bosnick when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
I'm attorney Rob Harper, and I'm happy to be joining Bill Martin and Tripp Radcliffe at Radcliffe Law in Uniontown. I grew up in Uniontown and chose to make Fayette County my home. I also represent the county as an assistant district attorney, and I know my way around a courtroom. If you are hurt in an accident, buying or selling a home, need assistance with an estate or will preparation, call me at Radcliffe Law, 724-439-3939. The initial consultation is free. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
I'm worried about this winter weather. How are we going to get to the grocery store for the next few months? I'm not too comfortable driving in the snow anymore, and with your disability, you definitely can't drive.
Yeah, the last time I went to the doctor's office, they're talking about FACT.
FACT?
Yeah, Fayette Area Coordinated Transportation. FACT will come to the house and pick us up. They have fixed routes to places like Pittsburgh and Uniontown, even Nemacolin and Woodlands. FACT also has a shared ride program that schedules you to go to places like the doctor's office or the grocery store.
Well, the grandkids will be at our house when school's canceled.
FACT lets anyone ride the fixed route bus, and children under 12 accompanied by an adult ride for free, as do us seniors age 65 and up.
Wow, FACT might be the right answer for us this winter. Do you have their number?
Yes, it's 724-628-RIDE or factbus.com.
It's a fact. We're Fayette County Public Transit.
Going on now at C. Harper Chevy. Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Silverado for only $319 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit charperchevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles per year with 4,500 cash rate equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Payment is plus tax, federal fees, and first payment. Security deposit waived. Sale ends February 28, 2022. While supplies last. Residency restrictions apply. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-99-8000.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SproulsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair. Currently in their 59th year of providing quality, reliable service to the community, Ted Silva & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They will gladly blueprint your vehicle for repair, and they will work with your insurance company. With a paint booth that utilizes the environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Silva & Son not only cares for our community and our children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it is the goal of Ted Silva & Son to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way possible. Family owned and operated for 59 years. Call 724-437-2351 for Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair, LLC. proud to sponsor local high school sports.
Laurel Highlands hosting Connellsville. Boys high school basketball action tonight here on WMBS, being joined by Laurel Highlands head coach Rick Hogger. And, Coach, when we talked to your assistant, John Smith, before the game on Tuesday, he says he's been worried about some slow starts, not only to start the game, but to start third quarters. We saw that again against West Mifflin, but your Mustangs certainly bounced back. Another dominating win once you got things going, and you have to be happy at where you sit right now, 19-0 to start the season.
Yeah, I would agree. We have to get to the point where we're capable of playing a strong 32 minutes because if you want to have success down the road, you're going to need to do that. And I don't know that that's been proven yet to this point. We need to do every little thing we can and pay attention to all the little details and make sure we get ourselves in the best position we possibly can to be ready for the moments when it becomes necessary for our front line players to play the bulk of the minutes, if not all of them. So we're working towards that, and, certainly there was concern going down to West Mifflin. They've been playing well. They play better at home, as do most teams probably, but it seems to be pretty noticeable with them. So we were concerned that that could be a challenge. So Coach Smith was right in that aspect.
You can even go back to the Newcastle playoff game from a year ago. I mean, you could say that a slow start there in that game kind of did you in early on.
Well, I don't think there's any question about that. In that game, after the first quarter, we outscored them in every other succeeding quarter, but we had dug a hole for ourselves that, this time, that particular time, we weren't able to get out of. And that's not a good position to put yourself in. The best solution is to get an advantage and then build on it. And sometimes, especially with third quarters, we haven't done that. So there's a lot of areas that we need to get a little bit better on. And so we're trying some different things, hoping we get there.
On senior night tonight, just talk a little bit about what this group of seniors has meant for your program.
Well, we have, 4 or 5 seniors that are contributing in one way or another. We have Joe and Nico and Jaden and, AJ and now Tajai. They'll all be big parts of whatever we're able to achieve going forward. And, they've been basically around for 3 years, except for Tajai, and they've worked to get to this point, and I hope that, whatever their dreams and aspirations are for this season as well as their future, that becomes a reality for them.
Well, you clinched the section title last week, 19-0 to start the season, but I think we even knew going into the season that this team has bigger goals in mind.
Well, I don't think there's any question about that. I can't say that anything that's been expected is unrealistic, but I do worry about the extent to which it's turned out that, our team has been challenged. And it was just one of those years where we had some experience coming back, and most of the other teams in the section have some young talent, but it is what it is right now for them. They're young, and, they'll be better down the road at each of the other schools in our section, currently in our section anyway. So I think that for this year, it's just one of those times where, it was kind of the perfect storm in regards to, our ability to have some leads and be able to play multiple people. But certainly that isn't the real world as far as the playoffs would be concerned.
Coach, appreciate your time as always. We'll see you at the game tonight.
Okay, Brian. Thank you so much.
That's Laurel Highlands head coach Rick Hogger. The Mustangs taking on the Connellsville Falcons tonight. Laurel Highlands hasn't had a start this good since 1993, and we'll talk to the Mustangs' leading scorer for that 1993 team, Nick Bosnick, when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this. Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family-owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service? Sandy Howell Notary Services, LLC, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, PA, is here to help with transfers, plate renewals, new PA plates, and more. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and surrounding areas. Open weekday evenings starting at 5:30 p.m., Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sandy Howell Notary Services, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases. But most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis. We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation. There are no fees until you receive money on your case. If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Phone 724-437-2799.
Welcome to our fast Ford window. How can I assist you?
I'd like to pick up one of your trucks, please.
Okay, small, medium, large, or we could even supersize that for you.
Wow, what's the supersize?
It's a Super Duty Super Crew.
Perfect. I'll go for that one.
Would you like a single or a double?
Huh?
Single wheel or dually?
Let's go all out. Give me a dually.
Okay, you knew I was going to ask. Do you want fries with that? Haha, or maybe a family deal?
Definitely the family deal. They're going to love it.
Okay, you're all set.
Wow, technology sure is changing everything. Hi, I'm Chuck Smith, and gone are the days when Megan Ford had 500 cars on her lot, but now ordering your new Ford is fast and easy at MeganFord.com. It's custom built for you, by you. You select a model, color, equipment, and before long, your new Ford will arrive on our lot. Visit MeganFord.com or give us a call today at 724-628-2720.
With branches in Markleysburg, Connellsville, Hopwood, Uniontown, and Perryopolis, Somerset Trust Company is truly Fayette County's community bank. We invite you to stop by and experience the Somerset Trust Company difference. Local decision-making, convenient locations, extended hours, award-winning online and mobile banking, and more. Somerset Trust Company, community banking worth talking about. Branches and ATMs throughout Fayette County.
Lee's Plumbing and Excavating, helping area residents with residential and commercial plumbing, gas, electric, and water lines, along with paving, concrete, and excavation site work for over 30 years. Building a new home, Lee's does utility installation of water, gas, and sewage lines. Lee's does maintenance work on all existing homes, too. Call 724-245-2950. That's 724-245-2950 for your quote. Lee's wishes all the area basketball teams good luck this season from Lee's Plumbing and Excavating.
Where can you go these days and have your gas pumped for you? Oil checked and windshield cleaned. Joby's Golf. That's where. Joby's Golf is conveniently located at the corner of Fayette and Beeson Boulevard. Joby's Golf is a fast, friendly, full-service gas station serving the Uniontown area in the same location for over 47 years. Joby's Golf offers lockout services, general repairs, tire repair, fenced-in storage lots, state inspection, golf products, and AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Call 724-438-0681.
Boys High School basketball tonight. Laurel Highlands hosting Connellsville. We're being joined by current Connellsville principal and Laurel Highlands all-time leading basketball scorer Nick Bosnick here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Nick, over 1,900 career points at Laurel Highlands, was a member of the 1993 Laurel Highlands basketball team his senior year, and that Mustang team ended up going 23-0 in the regular season before losing that first-round playoff game to Woodland Hills. And Nick, looking back at that 1993 team, I'm sure that brings back a lot of memories.
It definitely does. A lot of great memories for me and my teammates. When I get to see them out, the first thing we talk about is because of this year's team success and how well they're doing, is get to reflect back on that run we had and the great time it was our life, the great time in our lives.
We'll talk about that regular season and, unfortunately, what happened in the first round of the WPIAL playoffs.
Oh, man, looking back, it was a disappointing game, and obviously a lesson learned for us that just, how when things aren't going your way, somehow it seems like, they just snowball. And the truth is Woodland Hills was a very talented team. You can look back, and they had a Division I player, Division II player. They were very athletic, so obviously they were, physically gifted enough to cause the problems, but some of our own issues were internally. We made some mistakes, and then just it was hard to overcome. But tough loss for us. Hopefully it'll be a lesson learned for the current team that, not to get themselves in that type of situation.
Yeah, actually, I'd talked to Coach Hager about that a couple of times, and it might be worthwhile for them maybe to plaster 1993 in the locker rooms for this year's team, just because, things like that can certainly happen.
Definitely. I mean, I've been a part of it as a player and a coach, and some struggles sometimes. Like, every team now, obviously Laurel Highlands has that reputation. They've had a marvelous season, and you get their other team's best effort, and you just got to come out and, I think, play the style you play. Don't allow yourself to get caught up in the environment of, the intensity's raised up, and, do more than what you have done all season. Just continue the style play you play, calm down, and relax, and everything will work out.
As the Mustang all-time leading scorer with over 1,900 career points, what do you think about this year's team? Obviously, Rodney Gallagher went over 1,000 career points earlier on this year, and they have some pretty big scores in Keandre DeShields and Brandon Davis as well.
It really does. It's tremendous, and what a sense of pride to have it come from our community. I grew up playing basketball with his dad, Rod, and his mom knew his mom, and just to see him. I remember one time I walked into the YMCA. My daughter was young, and I was coaching Little League basketball, and I go in and I see a player out there only in find out he's only in fourth grade, and every student, every player at that level struggles just to even make layups. Well, this Rod, it ended up being Rod. He's making three-pointers. He's dribbling both hands around each other. He was the biggest, strongest, fastest, most skilled kid I've ever seen at that age. So it's for me, it's like watching him grow up and develop is outstanding. It's amazing.
Now, you had coached up at Connellsville for a number of years, got into an administrative role. You're the principal now for Connellsville High School. Do you still have an itch to get back into doing some coaching down the road?
I miss the times with the kids, the competition. I have three children of my own, so I get to do some, and my son obviously plays basketball. So do I miss those competitive environments and those times? Most definitely. And with him getting involved in loving basketball, I'm hoping that there is an opportunity to stay around it and get back into coaching at some point.
Nick, we appreciate you taking the time to join us, sharing some fabulous memories from the 1993 team, and hopefully the current group of Mustangs can learn from that and have a deep playoff run this year.
Hey, Brian, thanks for reaching out, and I appreciate it, and best of luck to everybody.
That's current Connellsville principal and Laurel Highlands all-time leading basketball scorer Nick Bosnick joining us here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. We'll take a look at who's in and who's out as far as basketball teams in our coverage area in regards to the WPIAL playoffs. The playoff pairings will actually be released on Monday right before our coverage of the Laurel Highlands Uniontown High School boys basketball game, and we'll preview the playoffs when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
Your streaming solution is here. EXP Stream from Armstrong brings live, recorded, and on-demand programs together with streaming entertainment like Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hulu, and more, with one box and one remote. Put TV on your schedule with incredible features like Start Over, which lets you catch up on live shows up to 3 days later, and Cloud DVR with 50 hours of HD storage. Visit ArmstrongOneWire.com/stream to sign up today. EXP Stream. Streaming solved.
The WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital Orthopedic and Spine Institute is open, and their experienced providers are ready to care for you. Orthopedic and spine care spans a wide range of problems, from arthritis to joint trauma caused by injury or overuse. Hips, shoulders, knees, and backs are the most common areas where patients experience pain or impaired function. At WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, they can treat orthopedic and spine problems with state-of-the-art care. Their board-certified orthopedic surgeons and specialists are well experienced in the latest treatments for damaged and diseased joints. They offer everything from physical therapies to joint repairs and joint replacements. Whenever possible, the newest, minimally invasive techniques are used to ensure quicker recovery, less pain, and less damage to surrounding tissues. To To learn more about the newly opened Orthopedic and Spine Institute at WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, or to schedule an appointment, call 724-912-7533 or visit wvumedicine.org/Uniontown. WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. The new us. Here for you.
For attorney Melinda Delarose, helping people with compassionate counseling, candid legal advice, strong advocacy, and professional commitment is what she does best. With an office at 99 East Main Street in downtown Uniontown, attorney Delarose specializes in family law, municipal law, and general civil litigation, as well as personal injury, estate planning, probate, and more. For more information, call attorney Melinda Delarose at 724-437-3200, 724-437-3200, or online at delaroselaw.com.
Dinner's great. It's one of your top 3 favorite meals. You just don't want to have to make it. Well, with Jimmy John's, you don't have to. Whether you live in a sandwich delivery zone or head into the store, you can always get a freaky fresh sandwich. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com.
Freaky fast, freaky good. Order online at jimmyjohns.com or call 724-437-6800 for delivery or curbside pickup. Jimmy John's, next to Walnut Hill. Shop and save.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season.
You know the importance of planning for retirement, and you plan to enjoy a long and healthy life after you retire. But it's also important to plan for the possibility of needing care on a long-term basis. As life expectancies grow in the U.S., the potential need for long-term care grows as well. A Northwestern long-term care insurance company policy can help pay for the care you may need.
To learn more, call John R. Ritchie today, 724-550-4414. That's 724-550-4414 for John R. Ritchie.
Does your car sound like it's saying, "Trade me in, trade me in," every time you start it up? Well, go to Ford of Uniontown and trade it in. That's right, your Uniontown Ford dealer is ready to assist you with a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV purchase. Ford of Uniontown has all the deals, all the inventory, and they are ready to deal. It has never been a better time to buy a Ford. Service is their top priority. No matter where you purchase your Ford car or truck, Ford of Uniontown will be happy to service it for you. They offer Ford-trained technicians, Ford-certified parts and service, 1-year, 12,000-mile parts warranties, and new state-of-the-art service equipment. Call or stop in today to see the hometown service of Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 West across from Applebee's. So listen to your car the next time you hear it say, "Trade me in, trade me in." Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 at the top of the hill.
Final WPIL high school basketball section game of the year for Laurel Highlands Mustangs tonight as they host the Connellsville Falcons. The Mustangs will wrap up the regular season on Monday, hosting the Uniontown Red Raiders, another 7:30 start. Taking a look at the high school basketball teams that are in the WPIL playoffs in our coverage area. Starting first on the boys' side, of course, Laurel Highlands entering play today. 19-0 overall, 9-0 in section play. Albert Gallatin sitting in second place. The Colonials 9-9 overall, 6-3 in the conference. We'll see Albert Gallatin tomorrow as they travel to Uniontown to take on the Red Raiders. Albert Gallatin clinches second place in the conference with a win tonight over Ringgold. Or West Mifflin lost to Thomas Jefferson. But the Colonials are expected to be on the road for the first round of the WPIL playoffs. Connellsville we have on WMBS tonight. They'll miss out on the postseason, sitting at 3-18 overall and 1-8 in conference play. The Uniontown Red Raiders have clinched second place in Section 3 and 4A. Uniontown sitting at 12-7 overall, 9-2 in conference play. They're playing their senior night game tonight, hosting the Mount Pleasant Vikings. Vikings sitting at 3-18 overall, and we'll see Uniontown on WMBS tomorrow against Albert Gallatin. The Red Raiders are hopeful for a WPIL home playoff game next week. We'll also have the Uniontown Laurel Highlands game, as we said, coming up on Monday. The Brownsville Falcons also clinching second place in their conference, Section 4 and 3A. Falcons sit at 12-7 overall, 9-2 in conference play. They had a big win over Brentwood on Wednesday night to clinch second place in the conference. They're right on the bubble for a home playoff game in 3A. We'll see how things shake out. Down in 2A, the California Trojans sitting at 3-6 in conference play. 5-14 overall. They should get the fourth place position out of Section 4. Fraser still looking to win a game on the season. They're 0-20 overall, 0-9 in the conference. And one of the big stories in Fayette County this year has been the Geibel Gators. Geibel sitting at 16-4 overall, 7-1 in conference play. They'll wrap up the conference season this weekend against Bishop Canavan, but the Gators should get a pretty good playoff seed and a home playoff game, finishing in second place in Section 2 out of 1A. On the girls' side of things, the Albert Gallatin Lady Colonials likely to finish in a second-place tie in Section 3 and 5A with Thomas Jefferson. The Colonials have wrapped up conference play. Thomas Jefferson a big favorite over Ringgold tonight. Colonials sitting at 14-4 overall, 9-3 in the conference. The Connellsville Lady Falcons also in the WPIAL playoffs. They're the fourth-place team out of Section 3, 8-13 overall, 5-7 in the conference. Both Uniontown, who sits at 5-13 overall, 2-9 in the conference, and Laurel Highlands, the Phillies have won only one game that came over Uniontown, will miss out on the WPIAL playoffs. The Brownsville Lady Falcons will pick up the fourth-place position out of Section 2 and 3A. They won 8-11 overall, 6-6 in conference play. They now have three Cito sisters over 1,000 career points. The Lady Trojans from California also in the WPIAL playoffs, third-place team out of Section 2 and 2A. The Fraser Commodores enter play this weekend. Actually, they've wrapped up the conference season 3-7 overall in a fourth-place tie with Carmichael's, and I'd have to double-check to see if those two teams split the regular season series. If they did, they're both in the WPIAL playoffs. If Carmichael swept Fraser, then the Commodores would be out. And the Geibel Lady Gators, they've had a tough year, sitting at 2-17 overall, 0-10 in conference play. They'll miss out on the WPIAL playoffs. That's a look around our coverage area. Stay tuned. The starting lineups and the opening tip-off on the way next. Boys action tonight, Connellsville, Laurel Highlands here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
The North Union Township Recreation Center and supervisors are a proud sponsor of the Laurel Highlands Mustangs basketball team. The North Union Rec Center and supervisors wish the Mustangs good luck on their road to the playoffs. For information on the Rec Center's basketball and soccer leagues, please call 724-438-7350 or visit their website at northunionreccenter.com.
Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer litigated over 275 civil and criminal trials, some of which have been aired on Oprah, Inside Edition, and ESPN. Having an engineering degree, master's in business administration, and law degree qualifies him to go toe-to-toe with anyone. His firm concentrates in wills, trusts, estates, property transfers, personal injury, solar field and Marcellus gas negotiations, and family law. Small enough to care and smart enough to win. Phone 724-425-1162 or email TommySchaefer@hotmail.com.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 till 5, and Saturdays, 8 till 12 noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Rags a call today at 724-439-3228 for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
The Catholic War Veterans, Post 1669 at Hopwood, are proud supporters of local high school sports. For more information on the programs that the Catholic War Veterans provide, log on to the Catholic War Veterans website at www.cwv.org. You can also visit the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 on Facebook or phone 724-437-3088. That's 724-437-3088 for the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has two convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borge Jr.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
Come see what everyone's crowing about. It's Rooster's Roost next to the Uniontown Shopping Center on Francis Street in the Old Eddie's Tavern location. Craving pizza, wings, fried chicken, hoagies, or your favorite salad or side? It's all at Rooster's Roost. Eat in, take out, or have it delivered. Call 724-320-2244 or order online at roostersroost.com. Use the coupon radio and get $3 off your online order. Gift certificates also available. Stop in Rooster's Roost today.
Hello, everybody. This is John Marietta, and I am the Hillbilly. And you spell Hillbilly Hillbilly. And my radio show is on WMBS at 3:15 every Tuesday. And I have somebody here with me.
Hi, guys. My name's Isabella Russo. I'm your conservative girl. We're coming at you with a lot of news and updates and interviews and all that good stuff.
Thanks for listening in, and God bless each and every one of you.
God bless.
Brian Rozak and Steve Subrick back here at Laurel Highlands High School. The Mustangs hosting the Connellsville Falcons tonight, Steve. They had senior night festivities. The 7 Mustang seniors were on. They also gave a nice commemorative basketball to Laurel Highlands head coach Rick Hogger for his 400th win, which he picked up earlier on this season.
And a plaque.
Yes, and a plaque.
And a plaque. They're going to put in the trophy case, and well-deserved. And he's been a good coach for a long time, and I'm sure he's got a couple more years to go. I don't think he's going to leave this class.
No, I don't think so.
I wouldn't think he's leave till these guys are through. But and not that he's any anyone's pushing him out by any means. But I would think he'd like to see these guys finish their careers, and they got a lot of basketball to play. And even this year, even this year is almost over the regular season, but they're hoping to play quite a few more games as we move along in the playoffs.
Pretty full house tonight. The Laurel Highlands Uniontown game on Monday is already sold out. And you look at this Connellsville team we mentioned earlier on during the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show, how much Connellsville has struggled this year. But I would expect Laurel Highlands to get a better game on Monday against Uniontown. The Red Raiders have certainly played well as of late.
Well, the Red Raiders are playing some terrific basketball. And, they'll give at least the Mustangs a test. I don't know how close it'll be at the end score, but, the Red Raiders hung in there pretty well for a long time. And you never know. One of these games, if they miss some shots and another team gets hot, which nobody has been able to do, but if somebody gets hot from the outside, makes some threes, that three-point shot in high school basketball, I see Coach Hogger down at the Y in the mornings, and we talk about that all the time. He says, that three-point shot can be a big equalizer, and he's right. You get somebody that gets hot, and somebody could give the Mustangs some fits. But so far, so good. The Mustangs have looked good, and they've had some spurts where they didn't shoot well, but for the most part, they always seem to get the baskets when they need it.
Taking a look right now at the conference standings, Laurel Highlands certainly at the top of the table, 9-0 overall. Albert Gallatin clinches second place in the conference with a win over Ringgold tonight. West Mifflin takes on Thomas Jefferson this evening. If TJ gets a win, they could tie West Mifflin for third place in the conference. If the Titans win and Albert Gallatin loses, then West Mifflin and Albert Gallatin will be tied for second place in the conference, Steve. But I think other than Laurel Highlands, Albert Gallatin, West Mifflin, and TJ likely to find themselves on the road in the first round of the WPIAL playoff, because overall this conference has not gotten that much respect other than Laurel Highlands.
Well, and they shouldn't. Laurel Highlands is winning every game by, mercy rule every other game, and they got to play better, and they're playing against obviously. We've only seen them in the games that against the Mustangs, and nobody's really given the Mustangs a game in the conference, right? Almost all of the teams have been at least 30-point win at one point, at one game or the other, but some of them both games. So they got to, they're not going to get a good seed, that's for sure. And like you said, they're going to be on the road. The Mustangs are definitely going to get a home game or two, and that should be a big advantage for them. At least, what would be the semifinals before they hit the road, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, semi will be a neutral site in the semis.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what I mean. They're going to go away from here, but they got to win those first two. And, you just never know, Brian. Playoff basketball, we've seen it over the years. How many good teams have we seen from LH and Uniontown that we thought they were going to go pretty far, and something happens. So let's hope these guys – this is definitely the best team that I've seen in my 25 years of living here in Uniontown. And, this is and I know they've talked about some teams way in the past that were really good, but this team, at least in the last, quarter, 25 years or so, I mean, I think everybody would agree with that. That's one of the best all-around top-to-bottom teams that they've had.
And interesting to hear from Nick Bosnick during our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show as well. Of course, he was the Mustang all-time leading basketball scorer, member of the 1993 Laurel Highlands team. That was his senior year. They went 23-0 and then lost in the first round of the playoffs. And he even said he hopes this Mustang group learns a lot from that 93 team. And Coach Hager even told us, I think once we get closer to playoff time, which is pretty much now, he might use that team as an example as what could happen.
Yeah, anything can happen. I mean, here's the thing. I mean, these guys, these other teams, and you're going to play a team that's probably finished third or fourth in their conference, but it could be a much better conference than the Mustangs are used to playing. And those teams, even though a team finished fourth, they could have had some injuries. They could have had some situations where they just maybe lost a few games they shouldn't have, and they get seeded a lot higher than they would think. And but theoretically, the Mustangs should play the worst team in the draw, right? That's the way it should work out. So you would think, and if you take into consideration, our conference, the conference that the Mustangs are in, they're not going to probably let us play one of those teams, which is a shame because those are probably one of the worst. It might be the worst, but they're going to play a four seed from one of the other conferences. So, it's. Either way, sooner or later, you're going to play somebody pretty good, whether it's a second round or a third round. You're going to get some pretty tough games, and Mustangs got to be ready to play.
Well, the lineups for you right after this. Laurel Highlands hosting Connellsville here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Fallen in love with a house? Head over heels for a home plan? Take the plunge. Apply for a mortgage loan with First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. Feeling commitment shy? Complete a mortgage pre-qualification. It's simple, 100% online, and you'll get a personalized answer within one business day. Then save the date for move-in day or groundbreaking and put a key ring on it. Apply online at firstfederalofgreene.com. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 458729.
Going on now at C. Harper Chevy. Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Silverado for only $319 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles per year with 4,500 cash rate equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Payment is with tax, federal fees, and first payment. Security deposit waived. Sale ends February 28, 2022. While supplies last. Residency restrictions apply. Call dealer for all other details at 724-99.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service? Sandy Howell Notary Services, LLC, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, PA, is here to help with transfers, plate renewals, new PA plates, and more. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and surrounding areas. Open weekday evenings starting at 5:30 p.m., Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sandy Howell Notary Services, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Keep your legal needs close to home. Attorney Vincent T. Berry specializes in criminal justice, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. Attorney T. Berry is located at 84 East Main Street, across the street from the Fayette County Courthouse in Uniontown. When you need to consult an attorney, make your first call to Attorney Vince T. Berry. It will be the only call you need to make. Call 724-430-0300. That's 724-430-0300.
Casey's Sports Cafe, owned by the Vernon family, is located on South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Casey's has reopened for dine-in services with new hours, Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Saturday and Sunday 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. Meals are home-cooked and range from a variety of steaks, chicken and veal parmesan, liver and onions, along with appetizers, salads, wings, and sandwiches. Casey's offers free delivery in the Uniontown area with purchases of $10 or more. Phone 724-550-4126 for Casey Sports Cafe.
Your streaming solution is here. EXP Stream from Armstrong brings live, recorded, and on-demand programs together with streaming entertainment like Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hulu, and more, with one box and one remote. Put TV on your schedule with incredible features like Start Over, which lets you catch up on live shows up to 3 days later, and Cloud DVR with 50 hours of HD storage. Visit ArmstrongOneWire.com/stream to sign up today. EXP Stream. Streaming solved.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Brian Morozak and Steve Supert back here at Laurel Highlands High School. Steve is your starting lineups being brought to you by Southwestern Gastrointestinal Specialists in Uniontown. Problems with the digestive tract or no picnic? Get help today. Call SWGI in Uniontown at 724-437-7677.
Okay, for the Falcons coming in at 3-18 overall, 1-8 section play. And Jelon Miller, his first year here at the helm at Connellsville. Starting tonight at guard, a 6-foot senior, number 1, Dante Rosselli. At guard, a 6-foot senior, number 2, Jared Hoke. At guard, a 6-foot sophomore, number 4, Jaden McBride. At forward, a 6'2 senior, number 15, Jacob Pushkar. And at forward, a 6'2 sophomore, number 24, Jake Sanzone. For the Laurel Highlands Mustangs coming in tonight, 19-0, 9-0 in section play for Coach Rick Hogger. Starting at guard, a 6'3 junior, number 1, Keandre DeShields. At guard, a 6-foot junior, number 2, Rodney Gallagher. At guard, a 6'1 junior, number 3, Brandon Davis. At guard, a 6'2 senior, number 15, Joey Chambers. And at forward, a 6'2 senior, number 33, Nico Johns.
Referees tonight, John Gallagher. Don't think he's any relation to Rodney out there, Steve. Jay Peoples and Lou Kemmerer are officials here tonight. I think we've only had Jay Peoples this year out of that group.
Yeah, well, don't recognize any of these guys, but I don't think the officials should be a factor in this one at all. I mean, like I said, you hate to say it's going to be no contest from the beginning, but, we've seen both these teams play a couple times, and it really doesn't appear that the Falcons would have much to offer the Mustangs as far as giving them a good fight as far as the game goes. But Mustangs still got a lot of things to work on, and, get your let the guys get a little work in and get ready for Monday night against big showdown against the Red Raiders.
I think that is going to be a key, though, Steve, as you get into this playoff run for Laurel Highlands, just getting off to good starts. And you look at the Mustangs and how consistent they've been over the last 30 to 35 games. In fact, they've won 31 of the last 32 going back to last year. The only loss in that stretch came against Newcastle, and Coach Hogger mentioned earlier to us, of course, it was the bad start in that game to the Mustangs in.
Yeah, so, well, it's hard. I mean, high school basketball and any sporting event, you got to remember there's another team on the other side that's trying to do the same thing to you that you want to do to them. So they have varsity players also, as Coach Nealon used to say down at West Virginia. He goes, hey, that other team has scholarship kids too. You know what I mean? So obviously not in high school sports, but so the other team's trying their guts out to make something happen. So yes, every once in a while they're going to get hot, and then the Mustangs are going to appear not to get off to a good start. But for the most part, even the other night when they didn't make very many shots up there at West Mifflin, it was close at the end of the first quarter. They were still, I thought they were playing pretty darn well.
I agree.
They just weren't making the shots, and sooner or later they're going to get theirs. And when push comes to shove, if they're having too much trouble scoring, Rodney Gallagher seems to have a knack for taking over and driving that ball to the hoop and getting his points. And he hasn't had to do it a lot. He doesn't, he's very unselfish. And so it's when the chips are down, I think they can count on old number 2.
Looking forward to the playoff run. Couple of regular season games left. Again, we have the Mustangs at Connellsville tonight. We'll have Uniontown and Albert Gallatin tomorrow, and then Uniontown and Laurel Highlands Monday night to wrap up our regular season schedule. Opening tip-off on the way next. Laurel Highlands hosting Connellsville here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network and Facebook Live.
Welcome to our fast Ford window. How can I assist you?
I'd like to pick up one of your trucks, please.
Okay, small, medium, large, or we could even supersize that for you.
Wow, what's the supersize?
It's a Super Duty Super Crew.
Perfect. I'll go for that one.
Would you like a single or a double?
Huh?
Single wheel or dually?
Let's go all out. Give me a dually.
Okay, you knew I was going to ask. Do you want fries with that? Haha, or maybe a family deal?
Definitely the family deal. They're going to love it.
Okay, you're all set.
Wow, technology sure is changing everything. Hi, I'm Chuck Smith, and gone are the days when Megan Ford had 500 cars on her lot, but now ordering your new Ford is fast and easy at MeganFord.com. It's custom built for you, by you. You select the model, color, equipment, and before long, your new Ford will arrive on our lot. Visit MeganFord.com or give us a call today at 724-628-2720.
Let's face it, sometimes local is better. Locally grown, locally sourced, shop local, eat local. What about local expertise? At Allstate, Russ Playho is just that, a local. So contact Uniontown Allstate agent Russ Playho today at 724-439-9700. Russ can help you with the protection that's right for you and the things you love most. Allstate. Are you in good hands?
Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Savings vary. Life insurance offered through Allstate Life Insurance Company and Allstate Assurance Company, Northport, Illinois, and American Heritage Life Insurance Company, Jacksonville, Florida.
Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer litigated over 275 civil and criminal trials, some of which have been aired on Oprah, Inside Edition, and ESPN. Having an engineering degree, master's in business administration, and law degree qualifies him to go toe-to-toe with anyone. His firm concentrates in wills, trusts, estates, property transfers, personal injury, solar field and Marcellus gas negotiations, and family law. Small enough to care and smart enough to win. Phone 724-425-1162 or email TommySchaefer@hotmail.com. Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season.
Mom Maruka's Pizza Shop, located at 64 Barton Mill Road in Uniontown, is your prime place to enjoy local high school sports. Mom Maruka's is family-owned and operated, where pride of ownership certainly shows. The Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, subs, and wings. Mom Maruka's is open Monday through Saturday, 4 to 10 for indoor, outdoor dining and takeout. Call 724-438-9066 or visit MomMarukaPizza.com for their menu.
When you need a vaccine, look to Peachin Pharmacy as a partner in your health. Peachin Pharmacy has all of the COVID-19 vaccines, including boosters, at no cost to you. They also have the shingles and pneumonia vaccine. Schedule online, by phone, or just walk in. When you are ready, get your vaccine at Peachin Pharmacy, located in downtown Connellsville. Peachin Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
Brian Rozak and Steve Suprick back here at Laurel Highlands High School. The Mustangs decked out in their home whites, blue numbers, red trim. Their bench off to our left. Connellsville, their away blues with white numbers. Their bench off to our right. And Steve, we heard Nick Bosnick say during the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show, he finished around 1,900 career points, Mustangs all-time leading scorer. A lot of folks asking, how close is Rodney Gallagher? Of course, Rodney went over 1,000 career points earlier on this year. He's at 1,279, so still a long way to go for Rodney if he wants to become the Mustangs' all-time leading scorer, but just worth passing along in one of these games that could end up being a blowout tonight.
Well, yeah, and the thing is, Gallagher, completely different player than Bosnick.
Correct.
And Bosnick scored a lot. He was shooter, taller. Gallagher can score when he needs to, and I'm sure Nick Bosnick could as well. He was a terrific high school and college basketball player. I think he went to Maryland, then he went to Duquesne. That's if I'm correct? But
and even Nick told us too he didn't have the other scores on his team like the Mustangs have on their team this year with Keandre and Brandon Davis.
Well, yeah, and Gallagher, and all three of those guys, and the whole team is very unselfish. Nobody, you watch these games, and we've watched almost all of them. We've never really seen anybody that was selfishly trying to get points at the end of the game or doing anything like that. So it's been pretty good.
It's also fan appreciation night here at Laurel Highlands High School. They're going to have a autograph session with the Mustang basketball players for a lot of the younger Mustangs out there as well after the game, which is pretty neat to get some of the elementary and junior high kids involved as well to talk to some of the players. And that'll occur right after this game is done tonight. And you mentioned Keandre as well, Steve. His career point total at 747 entering this game tonight. Of course, he played his freshman season at Uniontown, but those points count.
Maybe you should get Big George down in Delaware to send his phone figure to you at the station, and then we'll get Keandre to sign it for him.
I was thinking that. It'd be nice to have George here for the autograph night.
Yeah.
Tonight. We're just about set to go. Mustangs and the Falcons. Laurel Highlands working left to right as we describe it. Keandre in the center circle. Donovan Taylor jumping for Connellsville. Again, the Falcons, without their leading scorer, Josh Marietta, left the team about a week or so ago. So they've been shorthanded. They've struggled. 3-18 overall. Mustangs 19-0. Ball in the air in the opening tap control to Laurel Highlands and Rodney Gallagher. Send it off to Brandon Davis. Little ball fake back to Rod here between the circles. Falcons come out a little bit defensively. Now Davis again here in the near wing. Touch from Rod. Inside Nico at the elbow. In the corner, Keandre. High arcing three. Spinning out in the backside. Rebound control there by Connellsville's Jared Hoff. And Hoff will bring it back across here for the Falcons. Send it off on the far side there to Donovan Taylor. Back to Hoff, another touch at the foul line. Jacob Pushkar switches back up top with Dante Rosselli. Rosselli averages 10 points a game. He's the Falcons' leading scorer right now. Off to Hoff. His three ball off the back iron, no good. Rebound tipped around and then finally controlled there by Nico Johns. Off to Gallagher. Across here on the near side, Brandon Davis comes baseline near side. Pulls back out Nico. Little scoop shot. Couldn't get the shot to drop. Was fouled in the process, and Nico will have 2 free throws upcoming.
Nice play by Davis. Got behind the backboard, no angle to try to throw up a shot. So he made a pass back to the middle of the lane to a streaking Nico Johns. And like you said, he tried the old scooper, the scoop shot. Just couldn't get it to fall. Couldn't get that friendly roll, but he gets the first free throw.
First foul on Jaden McBride. Johns came in 54% from the foul line, 7 of 13, and hits 1 of 2 here. With Connellsville's Jacob Pushkar picking up the rebound after the second free throw was missed. Falcons bring it back across. Jaden McBride switches up top with Hoff. Just kind of lost the handle, and Joey Chambers says thank you very much. Off to Brandon Davis. Brandon across on the far side. Resets on the wing. Back between the circles to Chambers. Near wing now. Gallagher. 3 on the way. Good Rodney Gallagher. His first points of the night come from outside the arc, and the Mustangs 4 unanswered to start. 6:47 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Pushkar pulling it back out to Jared Hoff. Hoff edge of the zone. Will touch from Donovan Taylor. Switches back here with Dante Rosselli. Little ball fake. And Pushkar another touch off to Hoff. And now Taylor again. Taylor trying to work here on Keandre. As Chambers comes over, deflects the pass away. He's breaking back, and Chambers lays it up and in. First 2 of the game for Joey Chambers. Mustangs on a 6-0 run to start this game. Timeout. Connellsville take one as well. 6:19 left here in the first. We're back at 60 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us.
At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SproulsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all.
Going on now at C. Harper Chevy. Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Silverado for only $319 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevy.com. Chevrolet. Find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at $10,000 miles per year with $4,500 tax rate equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Payment is plus tax, federal fees, and first payment. Security deposit waived. Sale ends February 28, 2022. While supplies last. Residency restrictions apply. Call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000.
So we come back. Quick 3 up top. Good from Jacob Pushkar. So the first points of the game come from Pushkar. That made 3 from the top of the key at 6-3 Mustangs. 6 minutes left here in the opening quarter.
Cut the lead in half.
Keandre back to Davis. Now Keandre again right of the lane between defenders. Tough shot, got fouled. Shot wouldn't drop, but he'll have 2 free throws upcoming. They're going to get Taylor on that foul, his first team second. Keandre for the season, 47 of 66, 71% from the free throw line. The Mustangs as a team now, Steve, up to 75%, 234 of 314 as Keandre misses the first of 2. Mustangs, though, tonight just 1 of 3 from the foul line here early on. Now Keandre for his second of 2. Up on the way in good for Keandre to Shields. Keandre came in averaging 21 points, 8 rebounds, 2 steals, and 2 assists per game. Hoff bringing it back across, picked up there by Gallagher. A 7-3 lead for Laurel Highlands. 5:43 left here in the first. Goes back to Jacob Pushkar. Pushkar pulling it back, Donovan Taylor. Taylor pinned up. And a foul called here on the floor against the Mustangs. Thought we might get a travel. Is going to go on Connellsville. What do we got? Falcons are going back defensively.
Fouls on Gallagher.
Wow. Everyone was confused out there, Steve, which way that one was going to go.
The Connellsville players were going back down to play defense, so you could tell they thought it was against them.
McBride to trigger it in, left of the basket in the Laurel Highlands zone. Pulls it off to Rosselli on the far wing. Watched there by Brandon Davis. Backs off high on the right. Back up top to Pushkar just at that 3. Switches with Donovan Taylor. Pulls back Jared Hoff. Hoff now back to Pushkar again. Little ball fake up top. Hoff again. Watched there by Gallagher. Backs off between the circles. Now holds edge of the zone. Gallagher just watches him as he sends it off on the far side again to Rosselli, fronted there by Brandon Davis. Rosselli working off to his right, now to his left. Up top again now to Pushkar. Pushkar coming into the lane. A little poke from Keandre. Pushkar trying to regain. Pulls it back high on the right. Nice save there from Jaden McBride. McBride now going to work between defenders. Floats one up. Off the rim. No good. Underneath Joey Chambers, the rebound for Laurel Highlands. Off to Gallagher. Pulls back Johns. Down the lane. Floater good. Nico Johns. First field goal of the game has 3 points. Made a free throw earlier, and it's a 9-3 lead for the Mustangs. 4:45 left here in the first. McBride back across here for Connellsville. Bounces it off to his right to Donovan Taylor. Touch from Rosselli. Rosselli double teamed, in some trouble. The Mustangs, Brandon Davis comes over to force the jump ball. And he was in a tough spot there, Steve, surrounded by Keandre and Brandon.
2 pretty good defensive players there with the Shields and Davis hawking him and scratching and clawing to try to get that steal. And if they got the steal there, one of them was going to go down and get a dunk, I would imagine.
Falcons get it off the arrow as Rosselli sends it into Jared Hoff, edge of the zone. Watch there by Gallagher. Hoff works off to his right. Now they set the screen from Taylor. Goes off to his left now to Pushkar. Touch from Taylor, back to Hoff, and then the ball was kicked by the Mustangs' Brandon Davis. So Connellsville will retain possession here in the Laurel Highlands zone with 4:14 left in the first. Mustangs leading 9-3, and you kind of sense, Steve, the feeling out process still ongoing right now.
Well, just, Falcons are doing a decent job of keeping the Mustangs from getting out and running and getting points quickly.
Here's McBride, lost the dribble, resets up top to Hoff again. It's been a long possession here for the Falcons. Gallagher now fronting Hoff, lost the dribble again. A little touch again from Pushkar. Pushkar bounces back to Hoff as those two play catch, and Hoff will take a jumper from the near elbow, came up short. Johns had the rebound, able to regain off a little deflection there and pull it back in Keandre's direction. Keandre into the forecourt. John sets the screen. Good feed down low, and Davis couldn't finish. Ball sat on the front of the rim, rolled out, deflected out of bounds off of Connellsville going out. It'll be the Mustangs basketball here in the Falcon zone. Anthony Piasecki now will check in for Jaden McBride on the Connellsville side. As Gallagher will trigger it back in. Over to Keandre, near side. A little ball fake again. Comes between defenders. Pretty move in the finish. Keandre to Shields. He now has 3. The Mustang lead up to 8 at 11-3.
Big George waving that phone finger. He's waiting for a dunk, though.
Haven't had one yet for Laurel Highlands tonight. Rosselli with Davis fronting him. In some trouble. High feed. Nice save there from Taylor, edge of the zone. Plays catch there with Pushkar. Back to Taylor, and his high arcing pass got intercepted by Gallagher. Forward to Chambers, a little behind the back pass, got touched by, I thought it got touched by Piasecki going out. Officials going to rule Mustang basketball. They're going to say it went off of Davis going out there. Steve, what did you think?
I was looking at my score sheet. I got to be honest with you. I didn't see it.
Nonetheless, Piasecki will send it back in. And the Falcons will have the basketball. Mustangs make a change. Jaden Pratt in for the first time, replacing Nico Johns. Dante Rosselli checked down on the Connellsville side as Jared Hoff will bring it across. Falcons the basketball down 8 as we go under 3 minutes left here in the opening quarter. Hoff watched there by Gallagher. Bounces it off to his right with the seam. Pushkar takes it and makes it. So Jacob Pushkar, all 5 of the points for the Falcons. They're back to within 6 at 11-5. Gallagher back on the other side. Pulls off to Brandon Davis. Back to Chambers between the circles. And now Brandon Davis again high on the left. Goes cross court near side. Keandre. Back to Brandon. Far corner. Gallagher comes far baseline. Tried a tough shot and got fouled. Shot wouldn't drop, but Rod will have 2 free throws upcoming.
Be the second foul on Taylor.
Team foul number 3 on the Falcons. First of 2 free throws for Gallagher up on the way and good. Rodney came in 66 of 82 this season, 80% from the free throw line. His stat line, 19 points a game, 5 rebounds, 4.5 assists, and 2 steals. Second of 2 free throws, good again for Rodney Gallagher with a soft touch. And a lead at 12-5 for Laurel Highlands. 2:29 left here in the opening quarter. Jared Hoff watched there by Gallagher. Works right of the lane. Little ball fake. Put it off the glass. Shot wouldn't drop. Chambers the rebound. Got fouled there by Trent Haar, who had just checked into the game on the Connellsville side. Team foul number 4. Haar's first personal on the floor. So the Mustangs are just inbound from their own zone. Mustang student fans with a red, white, and blue theme today. Interested to see what they'll bust out for Monday's game against Uniontown. Davis off to Gallagher. Another high arcing 3. Good again. Boy, is he consistent from outside the 3-point arc. His second made 3 of the opening quarter. The Mustangs a double-digit lead now at 16-5. As we go under 2 minutes left here in the opening quarter. Pushkar back to Hoff up top. Touches baseline again there with Haar. Back to Hoff. Gallagher watching defensively. Hoff still working, trying an interior pass. They're going to see the ball was kicked again by the Mustangs. Second time we've seen that. Once again, Falcon basketball. Coach Hager looking dapper tonight. Steve busted out the shirt and tie for senior night. Inbounds pass underneath. Is that a travel? Yes, it is. On Jake Sansone.
I think he walked twice. I think he took 5 steps instead of the allowed 1.
The Mustangs send it in to Brandon Davis. No pressure from the Falcons defensively. Off to Keandre on the far side. Now Davis again high on the left. Goes cross court near side over to Gallagher. Dumps off to Chambers. Back to Rod again. 90 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Up top, Keandre 3 on the way up the side of the rim. No good. Brandon Davis offensive rebound. Bounces back to Joey Chambers near block. Couldn't finish. Keandre trying to slam it home. Missed on the dunk attempt. And breaking back here, Anthony Piasecki. Couldn't get it to go underneath. Foul called. Or are they going to call goaltending?
Goaltending. I don't know if I buy that one. It looked like that ball was going up.
I agree. So you'll score the 2 points there for Anthony Piasecki. A few curious calls here early on.
Yeah.
Piasecki says thank you very much. Davis brings it back across here for the Mustangs. Off to Gallagher. Now Brandon again. Now Rod coming on the near side, handing off. Keandre finishes underneath. Keandre with 5 here in the opening quarter. An 18-7 lead for the Mustangs as we go under a minute left here in the opening quarter. Dante Rosselli back in, has the basketball for the Falcons. Off to his left to Piasecki again. Tried to fire a pass down low, got deflected off of Laurel Highlands and out. We'll stay with the Falcons here in the Mustang zone. It'll be Piasecki to trigger it in. Piasecki sends it in a Pushkar. 3 from the far wing. Good again. So the second made 3 of this opening quarter for Jacob Pushkar. Steven, he has 8 of the 10 for the Falcons. And the Mustang lead down to 8 at 18-10. Keandre on the far wing. Back to Rodney Gallagher up top. Sends it back into the corner. Jaden Pratt long. 2 good. Jaden Pratt showing his range. Mustangs now doubled up the Falcons at 20-10. 24 seconds left here in the opening quarter.
One thing you notice, and I think, Coach Hager maybe wanting to let these kids play a little longer than usual. He's not pressing. So he's not trying to – it's almost like he's trying to let them keep the score a little closer, a little longer. I mean, it almost looks like it to me, because if they would press, they'd probably be up by 25 by now. You know, it's just but they've been pretty much just sitting back and playing half-court defense.
Sansone got fouled by Keandre in the act. Misses on the first of 2 free throws. Sansone for the season, 54% from the foul line, 15 of 28. Connellsville is a team, 62%, 171 of 276. Second of 2 from Sansone on the way, and again, no good. Rebound controlled by Brandon Davis. 15 seconds left in the quarter. Davis back to Gallagher, drives, and got fouled there by Sansone. Shot attempt no good, but he'll have 2 free throws upcoming. The Mustangs up 10, 11.2 left here in the opening quarter. So Gallagher has scored 8 here in the opening quarter, leading the way for Laurel Highlands. Pushkar has 8 for Connellsville. First of 2 free throws here for Gallagher, on the way and no good. Rare miss for Rod at the foul line. Mustangs have actually missed, Steve, 3 free throws here in the opening quarter. 1 from Keandre, 1 from Rod, and 1 from Johns. Rod makes up for it by making the second, so he has 9 opening quarter points. It's a 21-10 lead for the Mustangs. Falcons need to hurry. Down to 7 seconds left in the quarter. Rosselli brings it across. Sends it off to his left there to Piasecki. Shot at the buzzer off the front of the rim. No good from Anthony Piasecki. So after 1 quarter of play, it's Laurel Highlands 21, Connellsville 10. We're back with the second quarter in 60 seconds here in the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
February is Auto Show time at Thurby's Riverside Ford, and that means Auto Show bonus cash on all new Ford cars, SUVs, and trucks. Have you always wanted a new Ford F-150 4-wheel drive? Now, take advantage of 0% Ford credit financing for 48 months, plus $1,000 bonus cash during Auto Show month on a new 2021 Ford F-150 4x4. Now that's an Auto Show deal. Listen up, get 0% for 36 months, plus $1,000 bonus cash on a new 2021 Ford Escape all-wheel drive. And the showstopper is the all-new Bronco and Bronco Sport. We have the inventory in stock and on the way. Stop in to reserve your new Ford vehicle. Thurby's Riverside Ford, your presidential award-winning dealer, located 1 mile past Lady Luck Casino on Route 40. See Joey, Sammy, Jimmy, or Ashley. Offer ends February 28, 2022.
Well, Highlands a 21-10 lead over Connellsville. We're ready to start the second quarter. Brian Morozak along with Steve Suprick tonight. Donnie Santor behind the camera on our Facebook Live video feed. By the way, our live video stream courtesy of Ted Soba and Son Body and Fender Repair, Mamaruka's Pizza Shop, Barton Mill Road in Uniontown. Rodney Gallagher leading the Mustangs with 9. Jacob Pushkar leading the way for Connellsville with 8. Has 8 of the 10 for the Falcons. Mustangs with the basketball to start the second quarter. Rodney Gallagher off to Brandon Davis. Now Rod again up top. Touch from Pratt. Near side to Keandre. Back up top to Gallagher over to Pratt again. Jumper from the foul line. No good. Offensive rebound. Davis comes back inside. Pulls back Keandre. Shot with the left hand. Good. Keandre to Shields. 7 for Keandre. Mustang lead up to 13 now. 23-10. 7:35 left before halftime. Rosselli back across there for Connellsville. Bounces it back over to Trent Haar. Haar off to Hoff. Hoff's floater off the front of the rim, no good. And Brandon Davis just muscled the rebound away. Sent it up the court to Jaden Pratt, who drives and scores. So good transition points there for the Mustangs. Jaden Pratt now with 4 and the lead up to 15 at 25-10. Mustangs showing their strength out there, Steve. Here's Hoff off to his left to Haar again. Down low, coming free there, Jaden McBride. Back to Haar. Haar trying to work here on Chambers. Bounces back to Jared Hoff up top. And now Rosselli on the far wing. Dante Rosselli back to Hoff again. And now Rosselli. Watched again by Davis. Up top, Jaden McBride. Near side, pass intercepted by Joe Chambers. Chambers racing back, and he'll convert on the uncontested layup. So 4 for Joe Chambers. Another timeout here for Connellsville. Mustangs starting to run away, up 27-10. 6-0 run to start the second quarter. We're back at 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right. Good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service? Sandy Howell Notary Services, LLC, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, PA, is here to help with transfers, plate renewals, new PA plates, and more. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and surrounding areas. Open weekday evenings starting at 5:30 p.m., Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sandy Howell Notary Services, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Connellsville with the basketball as we come back. A little pressure here in front of the Mustang bench. We'll stay with the Falcons in the Laurel Highlands zone. They'll bring Jacob Pushkar back into the game. We'll replace Trent Haar. It's Laurel Highlands, Steve, on another one of their runs here to start the second quarter. I think a good time out there from Connellsville head coach Jelon Miller, just trying to settle things down. It's tough to say if it's really going to do any good with the way the Mustangs can explode, and they're going to get a foul here, an offensive foul on Donovan Taylor on the Connellsville side. That'll be his third, Steve. I almost kind of wish, like soccer, they would have played the advantage there because the Mustangs would have had easy transition points.
Yeah. It would have been a Showtime dunk from either Pratt or DeShields, depending on who wanted to take it.
Here's Gallagher pulling it back. Davis, far side, Keandre DeShields. Back to Davis, high on the left. Sends it off to Rod here on the near side. Long two, near wing. Good Rodney Gallagher. Almost automatic, Steve, from that spot on the floor. The lead at 29-10. 8-0 run for the Mustangs to start the second quarter. Here's Rosselli back up top. Near side to Pushkar. Pushkar, jumper from the near elbow. Off the mark. Gallagher, another rebound. Bounce forward, Brandon Davis. Pulls up, leans in, and gets the shot to drop. Brandon Davis. His first two of the game. A 10-0 run now to start the second quarter for the Mustangs. They lead at 31-10. 5:26 left before halftime. And Donovan Taylor. Check that. Jaden McBride brings it back across. Switches here with Dante Rosselli, who's watched there by Jaden Pratt. Bounces it off to his left. Little miscommunication with Jared Hoff. Ball goes out of bounds and back over to Laurel Highlands as A.J. Sumter sees his first action in the game tonight.
Just checking in for Joey Chambers.
31-10, Laurel Highlands. Here's Davis. Pulling it off to his left. Keandre driving, trying to slam it home. Missed off the front of the rim. Then Sumter almost landed on his head as Pratt finds the loose ball and lays it up and in. So Pratt with 6. Keandre, he's looking for a dunk tonight, Steve.
He wanted a foul. He probably should have got one. He definitely got bumped.
Here's Pushkar for 3. Off the mark again. Sumter the rebound. Forward to Davis. Back through center. Davis drives and got fouled there. He'll have 2 free throws. Mustangs down a 12-0 run to start the second quarter. Lead up to 33-10. 4:44 left before halftime.
Second foul on McBride. Fouls are starting to pile up for the Falcons. That's 7 fouls now.
Last one in the act, so Davis, 2 free throws, first of 2 good. That was Davis's, Steve, 107th free throw attempt of this season. He's getting to the line a lot. This is the Mustangs' 20th game of the year. Davis hitting both free throws. Again, you go back to last year, they won 31 of their last 32, and certainly 19 in a row here to start the season this year. Season ended in that WPIL semifinal loss to Newcastle last year. There are no state playoffs for the Mustangs as Davis, another steal, bounce pass off to his right. Gallagher, alley-oop dunk for Keandre. Dunks just keep on getting better every week, Steve.
Well, that's just another unselfish play by Davis and Gallagher.
Falcons drive back, missed there on the drive. Sansone transition again. Davis off the glass. Pratt slams it home. So back-to-back dunks, technical foul on the Mustangs. They'll get him for hanging on the rim.
I don't think he cares.
No, it's 29-10.
I don't think Coach Hogger cares either.
Wow.
And that's in defense of Pratt. He didn't do much more than the Shields did, but the Shields got away with it. And he'll take that. He'll take that all day long. There's a basket. The basket will count, though. Correct?
It'll count.
Yeah.
It's an 18-0 run for Laurel Highlands to start the second quarter. That could end if Connellsville can make a free throw here. Pushkar, though, misses on the first of two. Those are two dynamic dunks, to say the least. Pushkar, another miss at the foul line. Came in 60%.
You feel good for those kids. I mean, that's just a lot. I mean, I don't think Ricky cares at all about the technical there. I mean, it just, that's just a lot of fun for a lot of young kids out here tonight. Like you said, it's autograph night. So there's some young grade school kids that are here, and that is something that they'll be talking about in school next week.
You think?
Did you see those dunks? Now with the games being on and then all the replays coming up later, they'll get to watch those for years to come. It's a lot of fun.
And we also have to thank Steve Patrick Connors. We were joking last week about somebody putting together the highlights. I got home, and Patrick already had the highlights of the dunks against West Mifflin for us on Tuesday. So you're going to have to thank Patrick for doing that for us. Another foul coming back here. It'll be a 1-and-1 for the Mustangs, and they call it on the floor. Goes on Jared Hoff, his first, team eighth.
Maybe you ought to hire that guy as a video editor for the station clips. We're getting a lot of clips.
We got two right there, and you can almost just put those two together.
Send him your resume, Patrick.
Yes. So Pratt's still, I think, laughing about the last dunk and the sequence there.
Foul was on number 2. That's Hoke, his first.
And they called it on the floor, so it's a 1-and-1. Not going to matter as Jaden makes the front end.
But, a lot of these fans came out, and most people knew what the score, it's going to be a not very competitive game, and it's turning out that way, but it's still a lot of fun to watch these guys play.
You don't know what they're going to do next.
Yeah.
Pratt makes both free throws, so already a 31-point lead for Laurel Highlands at 41-10. 3:39 left before halftime. And the Mustangs on a 20-0 run to start the second quarter. And that's impressive in its own right.
Yeah.
Here's Hoff again up top. Watch there by Gallagher. Sends it off on the far side. Touch from Har. Deflected out of bounds. Back to Laurel Highlands.
And, the thing about it is we get some subs coming in. Krisner and Nico Johns coming back in. Is that Krisner? Yeah, that's Krisner 24, Blaze. This is a likable bunch, too. They're all those kids, not just the big three, but all of them very, very personable young guys and real polite when we see them after the games.
I agree. Sumter in the corner. Pratt's going to spot up for the three. It rattles out. And the ball, actually going to have a foul called underneath.
You call that on, no, who did they call? Sumter. That's Sumter. I tell you what, A.J. Sumter, he gets his fouls every game. He's moving people around. You got to like that. I mean, I know he's just a hustler out there, and he's trying to make something happen.
Falcons still looking for their first point of the second quarter against Sumter for a bump. And we joked, Steve, he played about 5 minutes against West Mifflin on Tuesday and ended up fouling out of the game. And has 2 fouls here already.
Yeah, he's a foul maker.
He plays his role, though. There's Piasecki. Well, fired in on the near side, a juggle and a save from Pushkar. Fronted there by Pratt. Mustangs still playing with a lot of intensity out there. Pulled back Piasecki again. Little lob on the far side. Krisner the deflection.
Joey Chambers almost ran over a couple cheerleaders. Maybe he was looking for a date to the prom.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Will be Connellsville basketball. And, of course, Blaze's dad, Steve, doing a heck of a job up at Geibel with that program.
Now he's normally here. He's over there in the first row most of the time.
I think they have Bishop Canavan tonight.
Yeah,
that's going to be
a
tough game. Bishop Canavan, they've been slaughtering everybody. They beat Bell Vernon 2 weeks ago. And Blaze with a steal there. But Geibel's going to be tough in the playoffs. Watch for them to win a couple of games this year. Forward to Joey Chambers. Chambers on the far wing, again between defenders. Tough shot. Couldn't get it to go, but Pratt cleans it up. Third dunk of the night for the Mustangs.
And he bent that rim a little bit again, but he got off of it a little quicker this time.
They might need a new rim here for Monday. Here's Har from the foul line, pulled back out.
Look at Sumter. He's going to get another foul. Look,
Of course, Pratt has to watch that, Steve. Of course, you have the game on Monday. And look out, here's a 2-on-1 coming back. Pratt off to his left to Chambers. Back to Pratt in the corner. Long two near side. Good again, Jaden Pratt. But he picks up another technical for a dunk tonight. He'd have to miss the Uniontown game on Monday.
Well,
but you got to watch that on Monday because you don't want to end up having to miss a playoff game because of it.
Right.
Well, double team comes over. It's now a 24-0 run for Laurel Highlands. 1:38 left here in the second quarter, and we have a timeout. With 1:38 left before halftime, 45-10. We're back at 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Tonight.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill and Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and Save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes with the colon cancer screening update. If you have no close family member with colorectal cancer or precancerous polyps, you are at average risk and should begin screening at age 45. Colonoscopy is the most sensitive screening test and only needs done every 10 years. Stool fit testing and Cologuard are usually effective screening options, with fit testing done yearly and Cologuard done every 3 years. Learn more at swgispecialist.com.
Ryan Morozanek, Steve Subrick back here at Laurel Highlands High School. And Steve, we have a second quarter appearance from Buttercup. You know it's getting out of hand.
Yeah. And the
lead at 35.
That woke up the student section. They are Buttercup fans.
And Buttercup in with 1:26 left here in the second quarter. Hoff long two near side off the back iron. No good. Scrum for the rebound. Nico Johns finds it. Off to Joey Chambers. Chambers spots him for the three on the far wing. Off the mark there. Johns comes crashing. Got deflected over to A.J. Sumter, who scores on the putback. First two of the game for Sumter, 47-10. Mustangs over the Falcons, 1:04 left here in the second quarter. It's a 26-0 run for Laurel Highlands. And that's remarkable, Steve, in its own rights. Hoff, near side hard, down low. Case Shear into the game, and a travel called underneath. Mustangs will get it back, and that was Buttercup defensively causing the travel. .50 seconds left before halftime. And Blaze Krisner will bring it across. Far side to Joey Chambers as Buttercup sets the screen.
Look, they're setting him up for a three.
Krisner coming near baseline. Resets to Chambers. He's redirecting Wallace. He'll pull it back to Krisner. He actually went to the back there of Shear. And the ball comes free off to Jacob Pushkar. Sent in the corner. Hoff for three. Drains it. So finally the run over. Hoff getting the first points of the quarter for Connellsville. In the final 20 seconds, as Wallace sends it off there to Krisner, back to Wallace. Wallace works off to his right, he'll drive. They called for the travel with 3.6 left. They're trying to get him involved, Steve.
Yeah.
Assistant coach John Smith laughing on the bench as well, enjoying it.
So we're going to have a running clock for the second half, obviously.
Correct. And the Mustangs have outscored Connellsville now 26-3. In the second quarter. Falcons will get one last shot at it. And Hoff will roll it off to Pushkar. Pushkar's 33-foot three came up short. We've reached halftime, 47-13 Mustangs. We're back to recap the first half numbers for you in a moment here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Parker Jr., what's going on for February at Auto Line Hyundai?
We're happy to announce that brand new 2022 Hyundais are arriving daily, and almost 100 vehicles are scheduled to arrive in the next few weeks. So we invite everyone to come down, reserve your new Hyundai, get a great no-hassle deal, and we'll tag it sold for you.
February is Car Show Month. What kind of incentives is Hyundai offering?
Almost all new Hyundais have HMF bonus cash of at least $500, such as the brand new 2022 Ioniq Hybrid with $1,500 HMF bonus cash or 0% APR financing up to 60 months.
Plus Hyundai Assurance, America's best warranty, 10-year 100,000-mile powertrain protection, and 3-year free complimentary maintenance. Visit their website, autolandhyundai.com. Stop by their convenient location, 25 East Fayette Street in Uniontown, or call 724-437-9999.
You'll always pay less to drive the best at Autoland Hyundai.
For attorney Melinda Della Rose, helping people with compassionate counseling, candid legal advice, strong advocacy, and professional commitment is what she does best. With an office at 99 East Main Street in downtown Uniontown, attorney Della Rose specializes in family law, municipal law, and general civil litigation, as well as personal injury, estate planning, probate, and more. For more information, call attorney Melinda Della Rose at 724-437-3200, 724-437-3200, or online at DellaRoseLaw.com.
The North Union Township Recreation Center and supervisors are a proud sponsor of the Laurel Highlands Mustangs basketball team. The North Union Rec Center and supervisors wish the Mustangs good luck on their road to the playoffs. For information on the Rec Center's basketball and soccer leagues, please call 724-438-7350 or visit their website at northunionreccenter.com. Where can you go these days and have your gas pumped for you, oil checked, and windshield cleaned? Joe B's Golf. That's where. Joe B's Golf is conveniently located at the corner of Fayette and Beeson Boulevard. Joe B's Golf is a fast, friendly, full-service gas station serving the Uniontown area in the same location for over 47 years. Joe B's Golf offers lockout services, general repairs, tire repair, fenced-in storage lots, state inspection, golf products, and AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Call 724-438-0681. Fallen in love with a house? Head over heels for a home plan? Take the plunge. Apply for a mortgage loan with First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. Feeling commitment shy? Complete a mortgage pre-qualification. It's simple, 100% online, and you'll get a personalized answer within 1 business day. Then save the date for move-in day or groundbreaking and put a key ring on it. Apply online at firstfederalofgreene.com. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 458729.
Your streaming solution is here. EXP Stream from Armstrong brings live, recorded, and on-demand programs together with streaming entertainment like Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hulu, and more, with one box and one remote. Put TV on your schedule with incredible features like Start Over, which lets you catch up on live shows up to 3 days later, and Cloud DVR with 50 hours of HD storage. Visit ArmstrongOneWire.com/stream to sign up today. EXP Stream. Streaming solved.
Dinner's great. It's one of your top 3 favorite meals. You just don't want to have to make it. Well, with Jimmy John's, you don't have to. Whether you live in a sandwich delivery zone or head into the store, you can always get a freaky fresh sandwich. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com.
Freaky fast, freaky good. Order online at jimmyjohns.com or call 724-437-6800 for delivery or curbside pickup. Jimmy John's, next to Walnut Hill. Shop and save.
Back here at halftime, Laurel Highlands a 47-13 halftime lead over Connellsville. Our halftime stats being brought to you by Peachin's Pharmacy, located inside the downtown Connellsville Peachin Market. One correction on the Laurel Highlands technical foul was called on Brandon Davis, not on Jaden Pratt for unsportsmanlike conduct. We confirmed that with Jason Taylor down at the scorer's table. So the technical foul issued to Davis, not Jaden Pratt, was not for hanging on the rim, just for unsportsmanlike conduct. Steve, you have the stats ready?
I do. I think. The Connellsville Falcons. Hoke has 3 points and Pizecki with 2. Puskar leads the way with 3, and that's it. Just 3 players on the board. 10 in the first, just 3 in the second, 13 at the half. For the Mustangs, a little bit better output there for the Mustangs. 9 points for DeShields, 11 for Gallagher, 4 for Davis, 14 for Pratt. He a little offensive surge for Jaden Pratt. Joey Chambers with 2, Sumter with 2, and Nico Johns with 3. They scored 21 in the first, 26 in the second for a 47-13 halftime lead.
More high school basketball on WMBS tomorrow. Albert Gallatin battles Uniontown on the air at 11:30 a.m. with our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. That game will tip at 12 noon. Red Raiders looking good tonight. It's senior night over at Uniontown High School as well. They're up 52-19 over Mount Pleasant at halftime. Of course, you see the Red Raiders and the Mustangs battle here on Monday night at 7:30 on the air just before 7 o'clock with our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show.
I'll go in with you.
And Steve, we're still on the air here. 47-13, Mustangs over the Falcons. We're back with the second half right after this here on WMBS, the Triple I High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Going on now at Seahart Bridge Chevy East. Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Silverado for only $319 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit SeahartBridgeChevyEast.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles per year. With 4,500 cash rate equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Payment is for tax title fees and for payments. Security deposit waived. Sale ends February 28, 2022. While supplies last. Residency restrictions apply. Call dealer for all of the details at 724-668-2231.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
When it's time to service your vehicle, don't procrastinate. Call Rose Motors at 724-583-1944. Rose Motors, specializing in computer diagnostics, engine and electrical problems, brake service, electronic tune-ups, air conditioning repair, exhaust work, state inspection, and more. Looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? See Rose Motors, where financing is also available. Rose Motors, 42 River Avenue in Masontown. Serving the area for 3 generations. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5, Saturday by appointment.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season.
Keep your legal needs close to home. Attorney Vincent T. Berry specializes in criminal justice, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. Attorney T. Berry is located at 84 East Main Street, across the street from the Fayette County Courthouse in Uniontown. When you need to consult an attorney, make your first call to Attorney Vince T. Berry. It will be the only call you need to make. Call 724-430-0300. That's 724-430-0300.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? M&R Transit is now hiring van drivers. Van drivers must be 26 years of age, have a valid driver license, and a clean driving record. Van drivers must be able to obtain all clearances. For more information, call 724-439-3164. That's 724-439-3164, or apply in person at M&R Transit, 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue. M&R Transit wishes the Laurel Highlands Mustangs good luck.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Brian Morozak and Steve Supert back here at Laurel Highlands High School. About ready to start the third quarter. Mustangs on top 47-13. Laurel Highlands being led so far by Rodney Gallagher with 11 points. Jacob Pushkar has 8 of the 13 for the Falcons.
How about this? You got Buttercup going out there with the big 3 and Chambers.
Wow.
You think they're going to try to set him up for some points?
They're going to have some fun with him. Yeah, Wallace, Davis, DeShields, Chambers, and Gallagher to start the third quarter. They're all laughing out there. A little moisture on the courts. So this could get very entertaining in the second half. Even though you have a 34-point margin on the scoreboard, plenty to still watch for here in the second half. Falcons working left to right as we describe it. Jared Hoff brings it across. Plays catch there with Piasecki. Near side Rosselli a touch. And a 3 launch by Piasecki off the front of the rim, no good. Brandon Davis, the rebound there for Laurel Highlands. They'll shovel it off to Rodney Gallagher. You have Buttercup camping down low.
They're setting a triple screen for him. That's pretty funny.
And he'll take a jumper from the foul line off the front of the rim, no good. He might get a shot on every possession that he's in there.
Yeah.
Off the rebound, back to Rosselli. Gallagher with a smile on his face, fronting Dante. Hoff over to Piasecki, cross court near side. Rosselli again. Buttercup comes out defensively.
That was like, remember the movie Hoosiers, the old picket fence, they called it.
Falcons lose it out of bounds on the far side. Mustangs get it back. 7:09 left here in the third. 47-13 Mustangs. Chambers and Gallagher talking in the backcourt as they bring it across. Chambers is going to set the screen. They'll pull it back to Brandon Davis. Back to Wallace. 3 on the way. Out the front of the rim, no good. Long rebound control there by Hoff. Wallace might get 20 shots here in the second half. Hoff in the corner. Pulled back to Piasecki. Cross court near side Rosselli. Touch back to Taylor, who drains the 3 up top. So Donovan Taylor gets his first points of the night from outside the arc. 47-16 Mustangs. 6:34 left here in the third. Gallagher back off to Brandon Davis. Davis working here between the circles. Gallagher setting the screen. Wallace in the corner. Wallace taking a long 2, a little short there. Rebound pulled down by Taylor. And Keandre almost an intercept. Got deflected back to Pushkar. Missed on the 3, and underneath cleaning it up down low, Jared Hoff. So Connellsville on a 5-0 run, Steve, to start the third quarter.
Yeah, well, again, Mustangs not playing the normal game.
They're going to bring another full line into the game there as Wallace lost it there to Piasecki. Coming back, Rosselli, and a big block off the glass by Keandre. Deflected back to Hoff. Touch from Pushkar, and Hoff again here on the near side. And Davis a steal, but he was out of bounds. And allow another line to check in here for the Mustangs. You have Schwartzfeger, Johns, Pratt, and Sumter. So 4 checking in. I think Wallace might stay on the floor, and he is.
Yeah.
So Wallace still on the floor.
You wonder if that's it for those guys.
It might be.
So they got basically a half of basketball because none of them even took a shot.
I think Wallace has been the only Mustang to attempt a shot here in the third quarter. Rosselli playing it back to Hoff. Now Rosselli again. Those 2 play catch up top. Hoff bounces it back to Piasecki. And now Hoff again in the corner. That's Taylor for 3. Off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound deflected around. Then controlled there by A.J. Sumter. Off to Jaden Pratt. Pratt up top. Kicks in the corner. Schwartzfeger for 3. It's an air ball. Goes right to Taylor. Forward Piasecki. Down low. Cutting and scoring Pushkar. So Pushkar with 10. 47-20 Mustangs. 4:31 left here in the third. Mustangs have not scored yet here in the third quarter. And that's a 3 short there from Johns. Goes out of bounds and back over to Connellsville. Now Kavanaugh will check into the game, replacing Wallace.
Yeah, they gave him a try.
And a good run there. I'm sure he might get another crack at it in the fourth quarter.
It's going to be quick because it's going to be a running clock.
And a 4:04 left here in the third. Hoff up top. The Falcons burned 3 timeouts in the first half. Piasecki a touch. And a fire pass down low. Got deflected by Sumter into the hands of Jaden Pratt, who comes right down the lane. Missed the dunk. Rebound deflected around. Johns keeps it alive on the offensive glass. Back to Kavanaugh. Spots up for the 3 and hits it. Second made 3 of the year for Patrick Kavanaugh. First points of the third quarter for the Mustangs, who now lead at 50-20. 3:33 left here in the third. Rosselli up top. Watched there by Schwartzfeger. Off to Piasecki. Touch from Taylor. Jumper up top, no good. Hoff the offensive rebound. Long 2 near side, good. Jared Hoff. 4 here in the third, 7 for the game. 50-22 Mustangs with 3:12 left here in the third. Pratt fires a pass near side. Nico Johns comes near baseline. Kicks out Schwartzfeger. Will take a long 2 and hit it. Nathan Schwartzfeger. And Steve, you can certainly tell they're trying to set up these guys who don't get a lot of minutes for Laurel Highlands. They must force another turnover there. Kept alive Piasecki. Set near side Taylor. Back up top Rosselli. Drives on Sumter. Put it over Kavanaugh. Got tipped up and in. I think they're going to credit that one for Pushkar. Just wanted to double check down there. It does go to Pushkar. Pushkar with 12, and we have a timeout with 2:35 left here in the third. Take a quick 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
When it's time to service your vehicle, don't procrastinate. Call Rose Motors at 724-583-1944. Rose Motors, specializing in computer diagnostics, engine and electrical problems, brake service, electronic tune-ups, air conditioning repair, exhaust work, state inspection, and more. Looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? See Rose Motors, where financing is also available. Rose Motors, 42 River Avenue in Masontown. Serving the area for 3 generations. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5, Saturday by appointment.
Kavanaugh down low, foul called. That'll go on Sanzone. That's a first foul, Steve, on either side here in the second half.
The officials kind of put away their whistles.
Yes. By the way, Uniontown now up 66-31 after 3. Schwartzfeger missing there on a 3. Gets it back, resets up top. Bittner shovels it off to Krisner on the far wing. Krisner thought about the 3. Now comes inside, kicks back near corner. Schwartzfeger, and the play whistle down. 3-second call underneath. I think they're on Sumter.
Yeah, his feet were kind of stuck in cement there in that blue paint. He wasn't moving. It was pretty noticeable.
Hey, it happens. Rosselli will bring it back across here for Connellsville. We go under 90 seconds left here in the third quarter. Back on the near side, McBride. A little pivot. And a 3 on the way. Pushkar too strong. Har kept it alive. Back again to Rosselli. Rosselli from the far elbow. And a double dribble call there on Rosselli. With 1:08 left here in the third. 52-24 Mustangs. Get more high school hoops tomorrow at 12 noon. Uniontown and Albert Gallatin around there at 11:30 a.m. Here's Brown's Insurance Group pregame show. Set your alarm clock, Steve.
Yeah.
Here's Kavanaugh. Sending it off to Bittner. Bittner 3 on the way. A little short there. Offensive rebound. Kavanaugh scores on the putback. So Kavanaugh 5 third quarter points for Laurel Highlands. 54-24. Lead back up to 30 with 37 seconds left here in the third. Rosselli again on the air wing. Watched by Schwartzfeger. Sent back in the corner there to Har. Up top, McBride driving. Scoop shot no good. Sumter the rebound there for the Mustangs. 23 seconds left in the quarter. Forward Schwartzfeger. Touch from Bittner. Off to Sumter. And now Bittner again. Bittner left of the lane in traffic, trying to keep it alive. Pulls back Krisner. 12 seconds left in the quarter. Handoff Kavanaugh, who leans and misses. Ball deflected around, and the Falcons come out of the pack with it. Down to 5 seconds left. Rosselli coming forward in traffic. Drew the foul, and he'll get... They rule this in the act, or are they going to call this on the floor? They're going to call this in the act. So you'll have Rosselli shooting 2 free throws here to end the quarter. Cheerleaders are already making their way onto the courts.
Well, maybe they're not going to let him shoot.
No, they're not going to shoot. So 54-24 after 3. We're back with a 4th and 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
With branches in Markleysburg, Connellsville, Hopwood, Uniontown, and Perryopolis, Somerset Trust Company is truly Fayette County's community bank. We invite you to stop by and experience the Somerset Trust Company difference. Local decision-making, convenient locations, extended hours, award-winning online and mobile banking, and more. Somerset Trust Company, community banking worth talking about. Branches and ATMs throughout Fayette County.
I'm attorney Rob Harper, and I'm happy to be joining Bill Martin and Tripp Radcliffe at Radcliffe Law in Uniontown. I grew up in Uniontown and chose to make Fayette County my home. I also represent the county as an assistant district attorney, and I know my way around a courtroom. If you are hurt in an accident, buying or selling a home, need assistance with an estate or will preparation, call me at Radcliffe Law, 724-439-3939. The initial consultation is free. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
Yeah, or text them.
We're back here at Laurel Highlands High School. 54-24. Steve might have hit the 50-50.
Tony and I, he said he felt lucky tonight. I think we had the number. 711-277.
All right, we'll double check.
You can check with your boy Jason Taylor. You can
probably go down now and try to claim it, Steve. I mean, we don't really have much.
Yeah.
It's a 30-point lead. We can let you go. I think I can handle it.
Well, I'm going to, where do you say go to the snack bar?
Yeah, you don't want it to get redrawn again, then you lose out on all your money. It's $410.
Tony sent me.
Yeah, you're all right. Here's Kavanaugh out in front, a miss. Loose underneath. They're battling for the loose ball rebound and a travel called underneath. And the Falcons will get it back. So hopefully Steve got the number right. We'll find out when he gets back. Nonetheless, Jaden McBride will bring it across. They'll send it down low there to Case Shear, and Shear just had it ripped away by A.J. Sumter. Forward here to Bittner. Sent off to his right to Krisner. Krisner on the far wing now. Pulls it back out. Kavanaugh sets the screen, and he'll get it on the inside. And Kavanaugh, little floater, no good in traffic. Rebound pulled down there by Jaden McBride, and a quick foul call. With 6:56 left on our running clock. Here in the fourth quarter, Mustangs up 54-24. Again, with a win tonight, Laurel Highlands goes to 20-0. Best start for Laurel Highlands high school basketball team since 1993. The Falcons' season will end after tonight. They'll finish at 3-19. Har in the corner, back on the far wing again. Sansone driving, got partially blocked and deflected into the hands of Krisner. Outlet pass coming forward. Bittner leans and scores. Michael Bittner. His first two of the game. The Mustangs have done a good job spreading around the scoring tonight. Connellsville getting set to make a couple of substitutions. 3 off the mark there for McBride. Hard trying to chase down the rebound. Ruled off of Connellsville and out. And they'll bring in 4 new players there. Pushkar, Rosselli back in. Hoff and also Donovan Taylor. With 6:04 left here in the fourth. 56-24 Mustangs. It'll be Michael Bittner to send it in here to Blaze Krisner. Krisner off to his right. Touch from Bittner over to Schwartzfeger on the far side. Now Bittner again up top. Bittner a little lob. Back to Krisner. Spots up for the 3. A little bit too strong. Long rebound tipped around. Sumter keeps it alive. Touch from Kavanaugh. Down low Schwartzfeger. Resets. Far wing. Bittner for 3. Off the side of the rim. No good. Sumter had the rebound. Lost it, but was deflected out of bounds off of Connellsville going out. So the Mustangs will keep possession here in the Falcons zone with 5:25 left in the fourth. Schwartzfeger to trigger it back in. Send it up top to Krisner. Watch there by Rosselli. Once again, Kavanaugh sets the screen, and he'll get it cutting towards the basket. Couldn't finish underneath. Hoff pulled down the rebound, and he'll bring it back across for the Falcons. Up to Har, and now Hoff again. Sends it off to his right to Donovan Taylor. Taylor in traffic. Got fouled underneath. And Laurel Highlands led 21-10 after 1 quarter of play. Went on a 26-0 run to start the second quarter. Falcons scored 3 points to end the second. It was 47-13 at halftime. And with the Mustangs using a modified lineup in the third, Connellsville outscored Laurel Highlands 11-7. Foul went on Schwartzfeger his second. And Taylor makes his first of 2 free throws, so he has 4 points for this game. Taylor now for his second of 2. This one no good. Long rebound deflected out, and the battle's on. Bittner finds it. Off to Schwartzfeger. Drives back, try to throw it over Rosselli. Missed on the shot attempt, but Kavanaugh cleans it up on the far block. That's 7 for Patrick Kavanaugh. The Mustang lead now up to 33 at 58-25 with 4:34 left here in the fourth. Rosselli going cross-court far side. Har. Now a little touch on the inside back to Pushkar. Got double team. Ball deflected out of bounds. Will stay with Connellsville here in the Laurel Highlands zone. Might have went off of Sumter going out. And it looks like Steve had the wrong number. And here's Har. Off to Sumter. No alley-oop, and Kavanaugh tried to slam it home, a miss. Schwartzfeger cleaning it up out in front. So Schwartzfeger now with 4. It's a 60-25 lead for the Mustangs. They lead by 35. As we go under 4 minutes left, Rosselli sending it off to his right, and then they'll reset back up top. Donovan Taylor, jumper left of the lane, no good there from Taylor. And a little battle for the rebound. Pushkar keeping it alive. Back up top to Hoff. Watch there by Bittner. Sent off to his right to Rosselli again. Back in the corner, Pushkar 3 on the way out the front of the rim, no good, and Krisner with the rebound. I guess his mother won the 50-50, Steve, not you. And they'll go down to Michael Bittner and a jump ball called.
All right, well, keep me updated. Who scored for the Mustangs?
So in the fourth quarter, we have 2 from Schwartzfeger, 2 from Bittner, and 2 from Patrick Kavanaugh. Only point in the fourth quarter for Connellsville. Made free throw from Taylor, hit 1 of 2.
Taylor hit 1 of 2, okay.
Buddy Gary Frankhauser checking in on the live stream. Hello to Gary tonight. It's a 60-25 lead for the Mustangs with 3:05 left here in the fourth.
Probably in some exotic location, undisclosed location.
Yes. I think he'll be back here Monday for the Uniontown Laurel Highlands game. Schwartzfeger brings it back across over to Krisner. Kavanaugh again setting the screen. And Krisner takes a 3 from the far wing and drains it. A good night for the Krisner, Steve. They hit the 50-50 and Krisner drains the 3.
Yeah, good for them.
63-25, 38-point lead with 2:33 left in the fourth.
Well,
it's a senior night at Geibel where...
How many years have I been doing games with you? Probably at least 15?
Yes.
Now we're 0 for 15 years now. At least I am.
Yes, well, Tony hit the one you weren't with us.
I wasn't here
Thomas
one
Jefferson.
night.
Yep. And the Mustangs find it again. Kavanaugh looking for a dunk. Hard foul, Rosselli. Kavanaugh will get 2 free throws. Rosselli really sent him to the deck.
And the clock continues to run.
And Steve, you really have to like the sportsmanship shown by Laurel Highlands.
Yes.
I mean, they have not had a starter attempt a shot in the second half as Kavanaugh drains the first of 2 free throws. And you see a lot of teams run up the score around the WPIAL. Mustangs have involved everyone tonight and done really everything possible to keep it down. They never even pressed in the game.
No. Never pressed. You know, they had some fun with a few dunks, which is, if you're going to be in there, you might as well try to score. But it could have been a lot worse in the first half. And I know it was 47-13, but, that was...
It could have been worse.
It could have been a lot worse.
Pushkar in the corner, Har. Back up top, Rosselli, 3 on the way, spinning out. Schwartzfeger the rebound, touch off to Krisner. Sent across to Bittner, down to Kavanaugh cutting. I thought he was fouled, nothing called, but Schwartzfeger cleans it up. Schwartzfeger with 6 tonight, 67-25. 1:24 left here in the fourth. Har in the corner for 3, drains it for Connellsville. Rattle that one home, Trent Har. That's the first field goal of the fourth quarter for the Falcons. There's Krisner back across, 1:06 left in the fourth. Back over to Bittner, and now Krisner again. They got Wallace back in. There's Buttercup on the inside, leaning. Did he get fouled? He did get fouled. So Buttercup, a pair of free throws upcoming. He's attempted 2 this year, Steve, 1 of 2 from the foul line. Foul went on Jacob Pushkar. This place might erupt with a made free throw here from Buttercup. First of 2, no good. Clock stopped now, 51 seconds left in the fourth. Buttercup is second of 2 on the way, and again, no good. That one just spinning out. Donovan Taylor had the rebound. And they'll reset it back up top again to Jared Hoff. Far side, Pushkar. Top again, Taylor, and now Pushkar again. Reloads from the outside, a little short there. Kavanaugh the rebound. Touched off to Krisner, 30 seconds left. Watch for the Buttercup setup. Buttercup sets the screen. He'll get it here, trying to drive on Har, pulls back Krisner. Watched by Rosselli, 15 seconds left. Schwartzfeger with it, looking for a little movement here from Wallace. Bittner on it. Down to 6 seconds left. He's going to post up down low. Will send it his way. It got deflected there by Pushkar, and that'll do it. 67-28, your final score. Mustangs over the Connellsville Falcons. Back to tell you all about it on our post-game show brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Comes your way next year on WMBS, the Triple I High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Going on now at C. Harper Chevy. Our customers can drive away in a new 2022 Chevy Silverado for only $319 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit at charperchevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is through GMS for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles per year. With 4,500 tax rate equity with lease loyalty or lease conquest. Payment is with tax, federal fees, and prepayment. Security deposit waived. Sale ends February 28, 2022. While supplies last. Residency restrictions apply. Call dealer for all other details at 724-99-8000.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sproulsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Simply Sweet, a party boutique. Located at 21 North Basin Avenue, is the sweetest little boutique in the area. Simply Sweet is filled with Valentine's Day party decor, paper goods, and gifts for your favorite Valentine, Galentine, or sweet little time. Surprise someone special this Valentine's Day, or anytime with one balloon or a bunch from Simply Sweet's Balloon Bar. Simply call 724-317-4929. Simply Sweet Boutique also specializes in balloon decor, event rentals, and event planning.
For attorney Melinda Delarose, helping people with compassionate counseling, candid legal advice, strong advocacy, and professional commitment is what she does best. With an office at 99 East Main Street in downtown Uniontown, attorney Delarose specializes in family law, municipal law, and general civil litigation, as well as personal injury, estate planning, probate, and more. For more information, call attorney Melinda Delarose at 724-437-3200, 724-437-3200, or online at delaroselaw.com.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. They are conveniently located at 1310 Pittsburgh Road in Uniontown. But look for Uniontown Detailing in February at a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
The North Union Township Recreation Center and supervisors are a proud sponsor of the Laurel Highlands Mustangs basketball team. The North Union Rec Center and supervisors wish the Mustangs good luck on their road to the playoffs. For information on the Rec Center's basketball and soccer leagues, please call 724-438-7350 or visit their website at northunionreccenter.com.
The WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital Orthopedic and Spine Institute is open, and their experienced providers are ready to care for you. Orthopedic and spine care spans a wide range of problems, from arthritis to joint trauma caused by injury or overuse. Hips, shoulders, knees, and backs are the most common areas where patients experience pain or impaired function. At WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, they can treat orthopedic and spine problems with state-of-the-art care. Their board-certified orthopedic surgeons and specialists are well experienced in the latest treatments for damaged and diseased joints. They offer everything from physical therapies to joint repairs and joint replacements. Whenever possible, the newest, minimally invasive techniques are used to ensure quicker recovery, less pain, and less damage to surrounding tissues. To learn more about the newly opened Orthopedic and Spine Institute at WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, or to schedule an appointment, call 724-912-7533 or visit wvumedicine.org/Uniontown. WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, the new us. Here for you.
You know the importance of planning for retirement, and you plan to enjoy a long and healthy life after you retire. But it's also important to plan for the possibility of needing care on a long-term basis. As life expectancies grow in the U.S., the potential need for long-term care grows as well. A Northwestern long-term care insurance company policy can help pay for the care you may need.
To learn more, call John R. Ritchie today, 724-550-4414. That's 724-550-4414 for John R. Ritchie.
Brian Morozek and Steve Supert back here on our post-game show, brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Laurel Highlands dominant here tonight, Steve, 67-28 over Connellsville. Cross town, Uniontown rolled over Mount Pleasant tonight, 90-39. So big wins for both Uniontown and Laurel Highlands. Again, they'll meet on Monday. We'll have Uniontown and Albert Gallatin for you tomorrow as well. And Steve, as your final stats, they're brought to you by Peachin's Pharmacy inside the downtown Connellsville Peachin Market.
Okay, for Connellsville, Hoke has 7 points, Pisecki with 2, Har with 3, Pushkar led the way with 12, and Taylor with 4. That's it for the Falcons. 10 in the first, 3 in the second, 11 in the third, 4 in the fourth, 28 for the ball game. For the Mustangs, the big three, DeShields, Gallagher, and Davis, just played a half pretty much, and they finished with 9 points for DeShields, 11 for Gallagher, and just 4 for Davis. Pratt was really terrific tonight as well, as he got 14, couple of monster dunks from him. And Schwartzfeger, though, off the bench with 6, Bittner with 2, Chambers, who started the game, he had 4, Sumter had 2, Krisner with a 3-pointer, Nico Johns with 3, and Kavanaugh, nice job off the bench for him with 9 points. They scored 21 in the first, 26 in the second, 7 in the third, 13 in the fourth for a 67-28 victory. And like we said, Brian, you got to give Coach Hogger credit. And the Mustangs, they, you hate to say they turned off the gas a little bit, but they did. I mean, they obviously, anyone that's watched them play this year, they could have scored a lot more points, but they showed some pretty darn good sportsmanship, trying to get a couple of their other guys that don't get to play a lot to get some points, and they were pretty much taking it easy on the Falcons, which was a nice thing to see.
And they're lining up now, Steve, for a youth autograph session here at Laurel Highlands. This is great to get the younger generation of players involved as well. Come on out and talk to some of the varsity players, and you regularly see these Mustang varsity players making appearances in the elementary schools, and I think that's key, just keeping the interest inside the district and getting some younger folks that maybe haven't tried basketball yet, second or third graders, to maybe get involved and start playing.
Yeah, it's pretty nice to see, and good for I don't know who organized it, but that was a pretty darn good idea, and it's going to be nice for these kids to meet some of these guys, and it's just been a lot of it's been a fun team to watch. The whole community's behind them. They're nice kids, and they deserve everything they're getting.
67-28 your final score. That'll do it for you folks on the video side. Stay tuned. We'll have one final segment on the radio. And don't forget to join us coming up tomorrow for Uniontown and Albert Gallatin at 12 noon. Monday for Uniontown and Laurel Highlands. We know you'll be with us for that one. 7:30 start here from Laurel Highlands High School. Back with one final segment on the radio side right after this here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Does your car sound like...